If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Yo, welcome to Wednesday. Roger Love here. We're back. I know we took a little break, but we are back and we're not going to stop. We're going to continue to be relentless. Speaking of relentless, we're talking about Relentless Competitor. This past week, I know you've seen the NBA playoffs, and that is pure relentlessness. Those are competitors out there who won't bend, who won't break. They will not let anything get in the way. It's the end of the month. It's the end of the first quarter of the year. Are you where you want to be at in your goals? Probably not. If not, continue to pursue. You got to be relentless in whatever goals you want in your life. You see, too many people so many times tell us what we can't do, saying, I told you so. Don't listen to the naysayers. Relentless competitors, man, they are relentless. Relentless basically means not breaking, not bending, not yielding, not giving up, not giving in. Don't relent. The reverse of that is relenting, bending, breaking, giving up, to soften, to be weak. You got to be strong out here. No matter what you're looking at on a daily basis, you got to be strong. I look at my life as a perfect example of that. You know, a year ago, this past month, I had major open heart surgery. If I could have just given up and just said, man, you know what, I'm tired, and just let everything happen, but I'm fighting back to keep my life back and get it back to where it is. And I tell you today that as I stand here, that my life is back to where it needs to be, because I had to be relentless, and I had to take my regimen and work out. I had to do the daily regimen of taking the medicine that I need to do, visit my doctor on a regular basis, and take care of me, my health, and believe that I can, that I will, that I must make it back to where I can. If you believe you can, you can. And see, the biggest thing with people being relentless is that they have to understand that it's hard to be relentless. When someone wants something so bad, they will let no one stand in their way under no circumstances. And you got to look at a lot of leaders out here that are relentless. You know, Bill Hybels talks about people being relentless, and there's several things that he talks about in being a relentless person. Number one, you got to be a relentless learner. You got to constantly be a student of what you believe in and what you want. You got dreams out there to be anything you want. If you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be an entertainer, you want to be whatever you want to be, you have to study the business and gain knowledge. Because I said it before, knowledge is confidence. They go hand in hand. Once you know something, you know what you know, you're pretty confident about it. That's being relentless. You got to just keep going. Relentless leaders are driven to action. When you wake up in the morning, that passion hits you. You got that drive, or you got those ideas. You start writing them down. Keep putting those ideas on paper. Keep putting it out there. Record it if you need to. Check out what you need and be driven to action. The other thing you got to do is make that deep personal sacrifice. And guess what that deep personal sacrifice is? Time. There's nothing like time out here this is the most valuable thing, more valuable than money is time. They say that out here, that time is money and money is time. You gotta go for it. You gotta put some time into it, and you gotta be relentless. And when I'm saying relentless, you cannot give up. You cannot bend. You cannot break. You know what happened to most people? Most people quit right before their breakthrough happens. You know, I showed you an analogy back before in some of my previous videos of two men digging for diamonds. One guy had a couple more hits. The other guy was just going relentlessly. You could see it in his face. And he was going and going and going till he got to his breakthrough. The other guy had two more hits and his breakthrough would have happened, but he quit. Don't quit before your breakthrough happens. So many people give up because they listen to all the negative naysayers and they get tired, and they effortlessly and aimlessly, they have to go another direction. Don't be fighting aimlessly and punching the air. One thing that relentless people do is they take ground. They don't cover ground. What I mean by that, I'm going to tell you two different things here. Covering ground is doing busy work. You're doing stuff, but it's giving you no progress. Taking ground is every time you're doing something, it's strategically planned to get you to a certain point. You got to put things in place. If you're looking to be a doctor, you know that you got to graduate from high school. You got to graduate from college. Then you have to get into med school. Then you have to get into residency. Then you have to get into the fact of passing your residency into becoming a doctor. That's being relentless. That's having a plan. That's taking ground. That's having action. That's having plans. Everything you do has to have an action plan with it and cover ground. Take ground. Don't just cover it. Take it. Some people cover ground and they're doing busy work and they're focusing on the wrong thing. Focus on the right things that you need to focus on that's going to help you better yourself. I'm telling you this here because I'm telling you, you gotta be relentless out here and be competitive. One thing I've always asked people about when I interview them for a sales position and the business that I'm in as well is, are you a competitor? How do you feel about competition? Because guess what? Life is competition out there. People are competing every day, every time, without fail. It's competitive. I don't care if we're selling ink pens. I don't care if we're in the music business. You look at the music business, how people are relentless. You look at Sean Diddy Combs. You look at Jay-Z. You look at Beyonce. They are relentless. They can have made that money and sat back and backed off, but they're still going. The hunger is there. The thirst is there. They're still out there grinding and hustling as if it was their first day on the job. I'm going to tell you something about the first day on the job. You want to be relentless? Treat life like it's the first day on the job or the first day that you start pursuing your dreams. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't make your dreams come true, because they can come true. You just have to sacrifice that time, put in that work, seek that knowledge, be driven to action, and take ground. Don't cover ground, take ground. I'm Roger Love for Roger Love Speaks. Don't be good, be great. I'm out. I'll see you in a week.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.